Hola muchachos. So this is the key to the notes for adjetivos posesivos in case you were absent in class. So basically your adjetivos posesivos is when you claim ownership to something or you designate ownership to somebody else for something. So in English we have 6 options that we use these with, and these stay consistent no matter the verb or the adjects, whatever it is. In Spanish, we're really down to, we use 4 different types, but you have masculine, feminine, singular, plural, cross. So that's what we're going to work on here. So a few things to keep in mind. When we're looking at that masculino and singular, we're looking at those objects that end in an O. Alright, when we're looking at singular, we mean 1. Okay? Masculino plural, same thing, objects end in an O. Plural is 2 or more. Femenino are your objects that end in an A. Singular is 1. Femenino again ends in an A, and plural is 2 or more. It's really important to notice that what happens in these boxes, so when I say these boxes, I mean these boxes, is determined by that, and that's based off of the objeto, or your object. So this is not based off of the actual person, it's based off of what or who is being claimed in ownership of. So for masculino and singular, your Maya is me. So think about, in Espanol, how do we usually make something plural? We add an S, which is mis. Now, being as how these do not end in O or A, we repeat them. Mi, mis. Okay, yours too. And again, how do we make something plural in Espanol? We add the S. And again, these are not O's or A's, so we just repeat them. Alright, please note, I know that a lot of kids look at that 2 and they think that it's the 2. So just think, the 2 with the accent means you. The 2 without it is your. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's really important as you move up in your levels, and it's more for a reading aspect, but then there's a contextual piece as well when you're speaking. Alright, so in Espanol, his, her, and their are all the same. And it's su. Your plural is sus. So your mi, tu, su, those are going to be your main words. The R is where looking at masculino and femenino is really important. It comes into play. So our masculino is nuestro. So again, to make it plural, we add the S. Now, if nuestro is the masculino, what's the femenino going to be? Nuestra. So in your plural, for femenino plural, is nuestras. Okay, so these are all your possessive adjectives, your adjetivos posesivos. So now what we're working on down here, in English, we don't separate by masculine, feminine, singular, plural. So we're going to practice that down below. But remember, as we talked about, we're looking at the object. So as we come down here, decide si la palabra es masculino, femenino, singular, o plural. Marca la caja apropiada. So we're going to look at the frase, and we're going to determine, is it masculino, femenino, singular, or plural? So if I want to say, our hermana es amable, first we have to determine what or who is being claimed. In this sentence, it's hermana. So now we have to say, okay, hermana ends in an A, and there's no S. So because there's no S, we know it's singular, and it ends in an A, which makes it femenino. And we want R. So we're going to go down into this column and scroll down until we get to the R. So it's going to be nuestra. So femenino, singular, and here we're going to write nuestra. Alright, we'll look at número 2. Her zapatos son blancos. So what's the object that's being claimed in the sentence? Zapatos. Are zapatos masculino or femenino? Well, they ended in O. So again, if we go up, we know it's masculino. And they're OS, which means it's plural. So we want her in masculino and plural. So there's our masculino plural down to her, and we get sus. So sus zapatos son blancos. Okay, so go ahead and go through and try to fill out the rest of the box, just in the same process we did. You can check for the key. Check the key in Google Classroom. The key is in Google Classroom under Adjetivos, posesivos. There's your notes, and there's your notes key. Alright, so you can check your work there. Once you've checked your work, come back to the video. Alright, so down here we have 12 ejemplos. So now you kind of have that general idea. You've gone through and broken it down. This is the same idea, but now you're going to not have to check each box. So as we look at your hermano es muy simpático, we have to determine hermano. And we know it's masculino because it ends in an O, and singular because there's no S. So in the masculino singular box column, you end up with 2. Okay? So go ahead and finish this, and once again in your classroom, check your work in the notes key. Make sure if you have any questions you ask me, because this will be on your submitting. Alright? Adios.